Alienoid is a 2022 South Korean science fantasy action film directed by Choi Dong-hoon. However, due to continuation of the story in different timelines, I believe the audience gets confused, so let me explain the movie properly so that you will understand the movie well. Further, I changed the movie pattern for better understanding. As per the movie, the stories continue in 4 different timelines, which are as follows. Timeline 1, year 1380. Timeline 2, from year 2012 to year 2022. Timeline 3, year 1381. Timeline 4, year 1391. So let me start with the first timeline. Timeline 1, year 1380. The film begins with a narrator revealing that aliens have long been imprisoning their criminals within human bodies, a fact of which humanity remains completely oblivious. In this timeline, warrior monks attempt to eliminate an alien and its human host, a woman, without success. Suddenly, a portal materializes, and a jeep emerges from it. From the vehicle, a flying robot takes shape, accompanied by a humanoid robot named Thunder and Guard, respectively. Guard engages in combat with the alien, which has now returned to its human host. With skill, Guard manages to extract the alien from the woman's body. Gravely injured in the fight, the woman pleads with Guard to care for her infant. However, Guard informs her that they are forbidden from meddling in human matters. Guard and Thunder then assume human forms and use the crystal knife to leave this timeline, traveling to the year 2012. The crystal knife, their source of power, enables them to perceive events across time and space, aiding them in capturing escaped aliens. However, this artifact is also coveted by the criminal aliens, as it can awaken the alien forms that remain imprisoned within human bodies. Timeline 2, from year 2012 to year 2022. Guard and Thunder return to their intended timeline, the year 2012. The narrator explains that aliens frequently escape their human hosts across time and space, and it is Guard's and Thunder's duty to track, extract, and recontain them. However, unbeknownst to Guard, Thunder has secretly brought the deceased woman's baby to this timeline. Although initially hesitant, Guard reluctantly agrees to care for her. They proceed to file a mission report, which reveals that the next convoy of alien prisoners is due to arrive in 10 years and 8 months. This means they must remain on Earth until then, using the time to study human biology and prepare themselves. A decade passes. By 2022, the baby, now named Yayan, has grown into a young woman. Guard, still in his human guise, pretends to be her father, though he keeps the existence of Thunder and their true purpose hidden from her. Yayan, however, is deeply suspicious of his secrecy. Thunder informs Guard that the next convoy of alien prisoners will arrive in 18 hours at a hospital and will require 107 human hosts. Yayan overhears this conversation and, in Guard's absence, confronts Thunder. Thunder, finally revealing himself, admits that he and Guard are from a distant planet and are on Earth to carry out their duties. At her insistence, Thunder discloses that she was taken from 646 years in the past. The next day, Yayan sneaks to the hospital to gather evidence of the alien transference. A spaceship arrives and implants alien prisoners into human hosts. Narrowly escaping, Yayan manages to record the entire event. Guard and Thunder bring her home and promise to explain everything. Thunder reveals that their people have been imprisoning criminals within human bodies for centuries. Once inside, the aliens remain trapped until the human host dies, which also destroys the alien. He further explains that some aliens, known as Paras, can briefly escape their human prisons, taking their true form for up to 5 minutes. However, Earth's atmosphere is too inhospitable for them to remain outside for long. It is Guard's and Thunder's mission to contain any awakened Paras before they can harm others. Shortly after, Thunder receives an urgent message about a spaceship carrying escaped alien prisoners heading for Earth. Their mission is to locate and secure a critical prisoner trapped within Detective Moon Doziak, who was present during the hospital's transference. Guard, Thunder, and Yayan set out to reach Doziak before the aliens do. Sensing danger, Doziak attempts to flee but is intercepted by an alien called Redo. Redo reveals that the leader of the alien rebellion, known as the Controller, is imprisoned within Doziak and must be freed. Guard arrives and battles Redo but loses the crystal knife, which Redo seizes before escaping in his spaceship to find Doziak. Thunder informs Guard that the Paro inside Doziak is the leader of a rebellion against their imprisonment in human bodies, and they must prevent his awakening at all costs. Despite Guard's efforts, Redo successfully uses the crystal knife to awaken the controller by plunging it into Doziok's body. During the ensuing fight, Guard is critically injured. Thunder performs an emergency recharge, temporarily restoring Guard's power levels. Once awakened, the controller assumes his true form and retreats to his spaceship. Thunder discovers that the controller intends to release Hava, mysterious orbs containing their home planet's atmosphere, on Earth. This would make Earth's air breathable for the aliens, eliminating their need for human hosts while rendering the atmosphere toxic to humans. Guard races to stop the controller, managing to reverse most of the Hava release and seal the remaining orbs. However, 2 doses of Hava are released, causing significant destruction and chaos. Thunder and Yian escape the affected area, while Guard pilots the Hava-laden spaceship back to their home, intending to lure the aliens there. In the Hava-infested zone, the controller teams up with 2 more aliens, and together, they hijack an ambulance to retrieve the spaceship. At home, Guard reveals to Yian that he was responsible for her mother's death, having extracted the alien from her. He admits that raising Yian was merely a cover to blend in among humans. Guard then instructs Thunder to take Yian to safety, anticipating a final confrontation. The 3 aliens arrive at their home and overpower Guard, but Thunder, prompted by Yian's pleas, returns to aid him. Despite their combined efforts, they are unable to defeat the aliens. As a last resort, Guard opens a portal to the past, transporting himself, Thunder, Yian, and the 3 aliens to the year 1391, where they all crash land, setting the stage for a climactic battle. Timeline 3, year 1381. A group of 4 humans stands on a hilltop, gazing at the horizon when a portal suddenly opens, and a peculiar carriage descends from the sky. The group comprises the Magistrate, the dual mages of Mount Samgak, and Dogtard. Intrigued by the mysterious event, they instruct their servant boy to remain behind while they head off to investigate the crash. At the crash site, Guard urges Thunder to take them back and leave the aliens in this timeline, but Thunder, severely injured, is unable to assist. Moments later, the controller appears, engaging Guard in a fierce battle. The fight takes a deadly turn as the controller nearly kills Guard. In a desperate attempt to save him, Yian shoots Doziok, the controller's host, fatally wounding him. However, as the controller tries to seize Yian, he inadvertently knocks both her and Thunder off a cliff into the river below. As they plunge into the water, Yian loses hold of the crystal knife. Thunder, now converting into his ship form, pleads with her to find him again so they can set things right. Meanwhile, the controller, growing desperate due to his host's critical injuries, abandons Doziok's body and begins searching for a new human vessel. Yian eventually washes ashore, exhausted and disoriented, where she is discovered by the servant boy who introduces himself as Murek. Offering her shelter, he helps her recover. They set up camp, but Murek soon ventures out to assess the area's safety. During his exploration, he stumbles upon the controller, who seizes the opportunity to transfer himself into Murek's body. Unaware of the possession, Murek returns, remembering nothing of the encounter or what has transpired. Timeline 4, year 1391 and the film's conclusion. A decade has passed, and the year is now 1391. Murek, who has grown into a young magic apprentice, wields a magical fan and is accompanied by his 2 loyal companions, Right Paw and Left Paw. He works as a bounty hunter and, one day, accepts a contract to find the fabled heavenly knife. Unbeknownst to him, this is the same knife that Guard lost in the river 10 years earlier. Eager to fulfill the bounty, Murek seeks out Dogtard, who tells him that a peculiar knife with mystical qualities once surfaced in a fisherman's net. Supposedly indestructible, it was sold to the Magistrate years ago. Murek tracks down the Magistrate but discovers that another mysterious figure is also searching for the knife. A confrontation ensues, during which Dogtard steals the knife and flees. The Magistrate is fatally wounded by the stranger, who then chases after Dogtard. Murek also follows but finds himself outmatched by the stranger. As he regains consciousness near the riverbank, Murek notices a strange, glowing object protruding from the water. This turns out to be Thunder in his dormant ship form, rendered powerless without the heavenly knife. Nearby, Murek spots a veiled woman who quickly flees the scene. Meanwhile, the dual mages of Mount Samgak investigate the Magistrate's murder and the theft of the knife. They decide to consult the monk guru at Milban Temple for guidance. Murek, following the trail, learns from locals about the stranger's residence and ventures there. Inside, he discovers sketches of spaceships, aliens, and thunder, along with a bounty notice for the heavenly knife. The notice bears the seal of the Milban Temple. At the temple, the dual mages inform the guru that Dogdard has taken the knife and enlist the temple's help in retrieving it. Murek continues his search, eventually tracking Dogdard to a wedding. There, he encounters a young woman named Leon, who is armed with a gun and wears a peculiar watch. Leon, revealed to be Yayan grown up, is also searching for the knife, intending to revive Thunder and return to her timeline. Before Leon can seize the knife, the dual mages arrive and hypnotize the storehouse owner into handing it over. Leon confronts them, successfully wresting the knife away. However, during the skirmish, both mages accidentally cut themselves on the blade, allowing Leon to escape. She is soon rendered unconscious by the monk guru, who takes the knife and imprisons her. When Leon awakens, the monk guru reveals himself to be one of the aliens who traveled to this timeline alongside her. He admits that his ultimate goal is to locate the ship and return to his time. It is revealed that both the monk guru and the stranger are aliens awaiting their leader, the controller, to complete their plan. The key to their success lies in finding the last human who witnessed the portal opening years ago, Dogdard. The monk guru explains that the magistrate, despite being struck by the knife, was not awakened, and neither were the dual mages after being cut by the blade. The guru soon learns that the ship has resurfaced. Now in possession of both the heavenly knife and Thunder's dormant ship, the aliens only need their leader to proceed. Declaring the mages and Leon no longer useful, the guru orders poisoned food to be served to them. Leon appears to perish, while Murek, still intent on claiming the knife for his bounty, discovers the poisoning and uses an antidote from the mage's supplies to save her. However, in the process, Murek is gravely injured by the monk guru. Leon is sealed inside a coffin but manages to escape, while Murek is thrown into the river. Against all odds, he miraculously survives. Meanwhile, the dual mages search the guru's quarters and uncover evidence of his betrayal, realizing he has been hunting the fourth witness to the portal. Having been double-crossed, the mages ally with Leon and Murek. Together, the four face off against the two aliens. During the climactic battle, Leon uses the knife to lure one alien away, while the other is defeated by forcing it to remain outside its human host for over 5 minutes. Leon manages to evade her pursuer, but the film concludes with a startling revelation: Murek has been the host of the controller all along. This ending sets the stage for the sequel, Alienoid: Return to the Future, released in 2024. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you don't miss any of our video updates.